Hola. Okay, so if I take this out, Ika. Hello, hello, hello. Oh. So I was just thinking, oh, hey, what's good? Okay, so I'm on a very strict schedule. I have somewhere to be at 5 o'clock, so I've got to leave at 4:30. So that means I can't do this one for long. I might do a second part of this when I get back, just because. Hey, oh yes, Caramel Q. My the only one who really comments with me when I do K-pop. I was wondering if you were going to react to Fifth Harmony TRL. Oh no, I watched them on my own time, and I'm glad that I did because the next time I react to Fifth Harmony will probably I'm gonna do a reaction to Can You See? So I will do that, but the performances, I mean, I wasn't really all that moved. So first, I guess first that we can talk about Title. No, not Title. We'll talk about TRL because that's the one that I watched first. I have to admit, I did shed a little bit of a tear when they sang "Don't Say You Love Me," mostly because of the fact that there was so much crowd interaction and they were like literally singing every word, and I like that. Those sorts of moments really move me because as a performer, that's something that you really, that you can only imagine. It would like everybody singing your song, even when you're not. Like it sounded pretty good. Um, uh, so yeah, the biggest issue was Normani's mic, and in both performances, really, like in both venues, her mic was pretty much on mute both times, and I don't get it. Like they know that her voice isn't like as powerful as the others, so why are they all set to the same level? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I don't even know if she's set to the same level as the other girls. But as an engineer, that's something. As a sound engineer, that's something that you have to pay attention to. If you hear that the fact that she can't be heard as much as the other girls, you need to fix the levels. Like I don't know how many times they have to go through this. I mean, I'm sure that they see the comments. I'm sure. You could barely hear her. I like that she did do that in Don't Say You Love Me. I need a little bit more. I like that she actually did it. She did it in the last chorus instead of the second, like in the last pre-hook instead of the second one. So I do like that she did it. And, from what I heard, she sounded good. But, it is what it is. What do you think about some fans saying that at the end of "Don't Say You Love Me," Lauren sounds strained? She does. I mean, I'm not even gonna put it. I mean, I'm happy that she's actually singing up there, but her range is not the same. This is what I said in my other video. Regardless of what you smoke, if it's weed or if it's cigars, or cigarette, whatever you smoke, it's going to have some detrimental effects to your vocal cords. You're pretty much never going to be able to sing the same way. Once it starts to take its effects on you, you're almost never going to be able to sing the same way that you used to. And it is what it is. We're going to get on the He Like That. We're going to get on that. But I'm going to handle these performances first, okay? Because that's a mess in itself. We're going to get to that, though. But Lauren has, she hasn't been the same again since like Reflection era. She really has not been the same. And you can definitely tell that there's some issues there. But, she belts out. and it's great, but it does sound a little strained, and I feel like she's not. I don't know what has to be done. I don't know how it's, you know, it's gonna be an issue going forward. Hopefully, though, you know, with continuous, if she takes care of everything down there and everything, hopefully it'll come back, you know, and it's slowly beginning to come back. You know, before she wasn't able to even reach those notes, period. So I'm happy that she's actually able to reach those notes, but let's get it to where you can reach them comfortably, because it does sound strained. And even my mom, you know, I do sit down with my mom, and please don't talk about that yet. We will talk about it. We will talk about He Like That. I just don't want to segue too early. I don't want to segue too early, so let's not talk about the He Like That remix yet. But yeah, okay. So TRL, He Like That. I mean, He Like That is always going to kind of be a struggle. But I will say that it was better than most performances of He Like That. It wasn't that great, but it wasn't bad either. What I really want to get on is this title performance. I was able to watch a lot of the footage, thank God, because my cousin has Tidal, so I was able to go up in there and watch, you know, it. And first of all, I had this in my head earlier, and I'm just like, this is so bad. What? Okay, what is this? Give me a minute. Hello? Hello? Okay. I hate when people call you and then they hang up. That tells you right there that it's like a but anyway, yeah, so title was kind of a mess. First of all, was anybody else getting like them outfits? Them outfits. Those outfits. In my head, I was singing He Like That, but instead I was like, He like that heartburn. He like that heartburn, indigestion, and diarrhea. He like that Pepto-Bismol, and yeah, that's pretty clear. I don't know why I came with that in my head. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. So bad. Why were they up there in these tight ass spandex looking ass outfits? Okay. They look like bottles of Pepto-Bismol. Like, but that color pink, and then like, no. I mean, Normani was the only one really who looked good, but that color pink, like if they wanted to go pink, they could have gone another color pink, but that color pink was not flattering on that stage. It's like they stood out, but they stood out in a bad way. And this is my opinion. I wasn't feeling those outfits. Dinah looked like her skin was melting into it. I didn't like Dinah's. I really did not like that. And usually, like, right, yeah, no, that's the thing I want to say. See, that's the thing. The thing is, Dinah is not a skinny girl, but she's not fat. She has like a fat stuff. But the thing is, you can't sit up here and she's kind of thick, piece kind of outfit on, and be that tight, because then it's, you can see like her back and the rolls in the back, and I was just like, that's not a good look. That's not a good, no. That's not a good look. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't even like it on look. I didn't even like it on Beyonce. I honestly can't, like, Normani was the only one who looked decent to me in that outfit, and maybe Lauren. Ali didn't look too bad, but Dinah looked bad. I didn't like that. And then I don't know, the bottom part was all up in her crack, and you could see all it, and it was just like, oh yeah, that's right. She did have the shoulder pads. Ali does not need shoulder pads. Like, she has like kind of broad shoulders. I don't understand why. understand why they would ever put shoulder pads on Allie. She has broad shoulders. People with broad shoulders don't need shoulder pads. Like, that defeats the purpose. That's why I take all the shoulder pads out of my suit jackets because it makes me look like a freaking Frankenstein's monster. Like I no, my shoulders are broad enough to where I don't need to do that. But see, it looked better on Normani. But I feel like shoulder pads just need to be completely written out anyway. Do you agree that Dinah stood out the most? I didn't like Dinah's outfit. I didn't like Dinah. Like, it, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't really care too much for Dinah's outfit. It wasn't doing anything for me. And the thing is, I usually like what Dinah wears. But this time around, it didn't. I just didn't like these outfits altogether. I don't know what they were really doing. I thought it was, again, I thought I was watching like a Pepto-Bismol commercial. But anyway, on the actual performance, they need to fire that stylist because they've been so, they need a whole new team. They need a whole new team. Fire everybody on this team and hire some new people, because it doesn't seem like they really are putting in 100% here. Like, and it was like the outfits were so basic. I mean, I don't know. I feel it just, I don't know. Like, you can have multiple variations of the same outfit, but they all had on pretty much the same outfit except for Dinah. But then they all had on this stupid pink color that I really hate, and I wasn't feeling it. They looked like sausage. They looked like, you know, some like like you can get the colored condoms. Some of them are like red, but once you put them on, they're like I shouldn't be even talking about this on this. They're gonna flag my video down for sexual content. But no, it didn't look good. It really did not look good. Right. You know that sometimes they have, like, for Allie, sometimes her Allie's outfits, in the past, she's had like the little skirt that adds to like the hip width. I like when they do that with her, but just not so drastically. Make you can like a little bit, just to bring a little bit to, you know, attention to her hips, to her waist. But they didn't need to put shoulder pads on her. And anyway, to the performances. Now, I watched He Like That, and I mean, same thing with TRL. It was okay. It wasn't that great. It was kind of mediocre in my opinion. I wasn't really feeling it. They definitely did better with Angel, in my opinion. In my opinion, well, from what I saw of Angel, they definitely did a little bit better. You know, Normani, you know, she a little bit of a tone issue like always, but it was better than others, and she also had a pretty strong start. But you know what I really got tired of? I got tired of all of the excuses in the comment sections of these videos, and also on Twitter. Guys, we've got to stop making all of these excuses. We can't continue. The camera angle helped though. The angel breakdown. The angel breakdown is really basic. Literally, it's like they're doing air guitar, and then they lean back, and then they do some more air guitar and start like headbanging, and I'm just like, and they're not doing that much. I don't know why. They could have come up with some really good stuff for that. Right. Okay. The Today Show in 2016. I think that was, yeah, I think that was good. They still somehow mess up. Yeah, I don't know. I did like, you know, kind of the vocals in Angel. Work from home. I'm sick of Work from Home. I can't even watch Work from Home really. They've been doing the same routine all year, and I'm just like, guys, you could have changed it up. This is Tidal, like, guys, like, this is Tidal. Okay, you're literally performing for Beyonce and Jay-Z because they were there. So Beyonce definitely probably was not impressed. She was not impressed. And I don't know. She's probably like, this is what girl groups are right now. Oh, all right. Work from home, definitely the unnecessary ad libs. Dinah, don't be Camila, please. Like, she was doing a little bit too much, probably because she knew Beyonce was watching. But that won't impress her at all. Like, she usually is a little bit more. She came hours after the performance. Oh, she did. Oh, oops. She didn't even care enough to make it to the performance early, girl. She didn't even come. She didn't even watch them. Okay, well, I guess that's not that bad then. See, at least y'all know. I don't know. I just saw her at like the I just saw her out in the red carpet or whatever they had. Down is the only one that I didn't really see all of. I didn't see all of Down. I'm upset that I didn't see all of Down because I really wanted to. But I don't know. I don't know. And then it was just up there. Also, I have to clock. Well, no, Tidal is almost never going to. Only Jimmy Kimmel released something to YouTube because he actually was doing, he was actually kind of there a little bit. But you can look, I don't know. Anyway, I have to clock the stage people for whatever they were trying to do on that stage. Like, the one thing I really dislike, it's cool to have like the visuals and stuff on the screen behind the performer, but all of the, like, they were literally showing a whole daggone movie in the back. And it really got away from the performance. Like, it really distracted me from actually watching the girls the way that I should have been, because there was all this crap going on in the background. Granted, I mean, they were showing like, New York City and stuff, but when a performer is performing, I think it's a little bit disrespectful to show all of that stuff on the screen, because then it deters people's attention from the daggone performance, like the actual performers who are up here putting in work. You're gonna show all of this stuff in the back. Like, I thought it was look, it was a little bit of a mess. They needed to, yeah. They also, yeah. The thing is, this would have been a great event to really draw some attention to, because there's so, like, a lot of people are into Tidal. A lot of people have invested into Tidal, and they really needed to step it up for this performance. And I said that last week. I said, I'm like, I hope that they really get it together for this performance, but I really was not impressed. I wasn't. And for the people who actually are into Tidal, you need, and you're up here with all these other artists that are big names, and you really need to put your best foot forward. And I really don't feel like they did that. I don't. But it is what it is. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to them now. Yeah, it's frustrating because I love them so much, but I can't. I can't like I can't like continue to really. It's hard being a fan of an artist who's not really doing their very best, or an artist who's not showing that they're actually getting better. I'm all for, artists improving over time, because that's kind of where I was with Tinashe. She's definitely gotten better. Granted, none of her hits have really taken off the way that they should have. But you know, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. And then in the comments section, you had all these people. Obviously, most of them were Camila's. Oh, Camila made the right move. Oh, so like there's slut harmony now, and all. I'm sick of all of this, and I'm also sick of, you know, at least if they put on a really good performance, it wouldn't matter what they were. I mean, it kind of matter, but most people would be like, oh, that, you know, that performance was fire, and you have people saying that the performance was fire, and I'm like, it was on fire. Like they were literally burning up because it was bad. They need to take a break alone. No, I feel like if they take a break, it's gonna be like, I don't know what they're actually gonna do. Excuse me. Again, not getting a lot of sleep. So anyway, people said Dinah was the best that night on Tidal. I would say yes. At least, you know, she. Well, then no, because I gotta. Epic is trying to release everything at once just to feel verified. Ooh. Not to compare, but Little Mix can perform. They never usually have a bad day. That is a good point. And that's why a lot of people want me to do a little bit more of Little Mix reviews so that I can do a comparison, which I really don't want to do, but it seems like I'm going to end up having to. As much as I'm not like the hugest fan of a lot of their songs, I will say that a majority of the performances are better than Fifth Harmony's. I have to be 100. And I feel like, especially for songs like Angel, I know that Dinah and Normani sing the chorus parts, but I feel like they need to have that backtrack. Like they need to have that backed up with a track. They don't need to be singing it themselves because it deters from the actual performance when we have to sing everything. You know, everything is sang by them in Angel. There isn't much of background vocals at all. That's kind of how Little Mix can be a little bit more strategic with singing and everything. All their backgrounds, most of the time, their backgrounds are done by the backing track. And so they only really have to worry about their solo parts and like maybe a cappella parts where they have to do harmony or whatever. And I don't know. And the vocals, everyone's vocals are messy, kind of all over the place. I was upset with Dinah because she went back because the one performance she had of Work From Home, she sang the whole verse and I was happy. And I was like, oh yes, progress. And then she goes, sing at the title performance. I was just like, all right, here we go again, but it's fine, whatever. But then, I don't know. They need the backing track. I mean, even Beyonce uses backing track for a majority of the songs that she has because she's up here dancing and stuff. She doesn't have the time to really go up here and sing every single word for word. You know, even sometimes when you know, during verses, you know, she has a part that's like really, really, really like, you know, fast or something. Sometimes she has the backing track take over for her for like 2 seconds, and then she comes back in once she gets her breath back. But I don't know. Like they don't. I don't know why they would take TRL more seriously than Tidal. The new TRL, first of all, new TRL sucks. I don't like TRL now. That like Tidal to me was the bigger performance. Tidal to me was the bigger performance because, you know, they could have broken it, especially with Angel. They could have broken in to more of the hip hop kind of market because there's a lot of, like, you know, rappers and stuff on Tidal, a lot of R&B artists, a lot of Black artists in Tidal, and the fact that they gave this kind of performance, like they're not really going to be checking for them now. Like, I mean, unless they really thought it was good, which I don't think that they did. You know, forget that nerves can get to people, especially performing in a stadium. It's nerve-wracking. Like, come on. Sure, nerves can be an issue. I know it is with Diana, but again, we can't make this excuse. You can't make this. You are a performer. Beyonce has stated in the past, and other people state in the past, that they get nervous every time before a performance. But you know, this is a job that you have to do, and not be a factor. Nerves can't be a factor. You have to put those aside when you want to put on a good performance. I don't care about nerves. I don't care about nerves. Okay, I get nervous every time I go on stage. I get nervous right before a performance, but it is what it is. This is what you signed up for. You better do your job. Okay, if you don't do your job, you get fired. Okay, and they are on the brink of going that direction. This is the reason, part of the reason why Epic, I feel like they're not even doing it, because they see that they're really not improving that much. And I'm not going to excuse Epic because they are still trash. But I feel like, you know, if they were really putting on better performances and they had a better track record, you know, you can count on okay, you can count out maybe 10. No, not even. You can count like 7 really good performances that they've had since Camila left. And even the ones that when she was there, a lot of them were not that great. Even with Camila singing, it wasn't that great, because Camila honestly she wasn't the heart of Fifth Harmony, as much as everybody would like to say that she wasn't. But it is, I mean, you can't, I don't know what you're about. Teleperformance is actually one of the best performances they've ever done. I don't think so. It wasn't. It wasn't. No, it wasn't their best performance. I don't know what. Look, and the thing is, I measure it based on how, first of all, how well they did versus how well they should have done on the stage and the platform that they were given. Tidal is a big, that arena, that whole stadium was packed with people up in the stands and everything. That performance should have been one of the best, and it honestly wasn't. Down was, you know, whatever I saw Down was fine, and Angel was okay. I was like, and then, you know, I don't know. There was just, no, they didn't. The thing is, they did get overbooked. They were at too many places at once. And the thing is, they're not used to doing this yet. They're not used to being everywhere at once yet. And that's the biggest issue that I have. Is like Epic, the team, they tried so hard to get them promotion out here. But the thing is about promotion is it's quality over quantity. And it's always quantity. It's always quality over quantity. You can go here, 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 and only reach like 100,000 people. But then you can go to this one stage and reach almost 1 million. That's the issue that I had with this, because, I mean, TRL is not that popular of a show. I mean, yeah, it has a name because of the TRL that was out in the 2000s and stuff, but it doesn't have the same impact that it did back then. I mean, people are onto it, but I feel like its ratings are not that great. Most people that I see on the comment section and stuff don't really like the show as it is now, and only Fifth Harmony fans really probably went on there and watched a lot of the videos and you know, watched the footage. When you know, then they went on the show. Obviously, they went on the Jimmy Fallon show, and that has a good platform with great ratings. So that was a good step. but then they started declining, going down and down and down, and then they're all up in South America. They're promoting in South America, doing their tour in South America, but then they come back here. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Honestly, Fifth Harmony had the biggest views on the TRL YouTube. That's because they're probably like the biggest stars that have come on to TRL since it got like, what is it, revamped or whatever it's called, rebooted. But and most of those views are probably harmonizers watching the video over and over and over. That's probably what it comes from, because you know that when we get together, we watch the video like at least 100 times, each of us. People were trying to say that they would be warmed up from TRL. I don't know about that. Say what? Why is it always Little Mix versus 5H? They are both different. They're not all that different. They're not all that different. Let's be honest. Yeah, I mean, but it doesn't even matter what kind of music you're putting out. Talent is talent, and a good performance is a good performance. I don't care if you're doing like all like pop, bubblegum pop, and then one artist is doing a mixture of like tropic house and R&B and hip hop. It is what it is. You know, I would never put the Spice Girls on the same level as the Destiny's Child when it comes to talent. Destiny's Child was the more talented group. Granted, Spice Girls outsold the majority of the time, but Destiny's Child always had the better performances, in my opinion. They always had their stuff on point with the dancing and the singing. So I have to say, Little Mix does have it together majority of the time. You can't come out here, and that's another excuse. Another excuse, oh, you can't compare Little Mix to Fifth Harmony. They're different groups. Yes, they're different groups, but talent is talent. A performance is a performance. At the end of the day, you can compare them because they're both performers and they both happen to be girl groups. And they both happen to have to show teamwork and a good sense of performance value, dancing, singing. They both do the dancing and the singing, so you can compare them on that level, okay? And now both have 4 members, so you can compare them on that level. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna again keeping it completely 100 on this live stream, keeping it completely 100. If you are somebody who is easily offended by me talking about, your fave like this, you can go. I really don't care. Unsubscribe to from my channel, because I am priding this channel on being completely honest and unbiased. And from an unbiased point of view, I can't co-sign on a lot of these performances that they put on in the past couple of weeks, because they've been inconsistent. You might get one good moment here, but then get 5 bad moments in the next performance. And I just, it's difficult. It's very difficult. It's very difficult because I love Fifth Harmony. I love Fifth Harmony so much, and you guys know this because I make so many of their videos. Like most of my videos are Fifth Harmony related, so you know that I love them. But again, I have to be real with myself. I can't continue to co-sign on mediocre performances. And granted, again, Tidal wasn't their worst, but it definitely wasn't their best. And somebody, who was it? I can't remember who said it. It was an artist from the past, but I don't know if was it Barbra Streisand? No, it wasn't Barbra Streisand. I don't know if it was Prince. Somebody. Let me know if you know, but it was a quote, and it was probably one of the best things I've ever heard when it comes to performances, that an artist is only as good as their last performance. And it's the truth. It's, you know, it's pretty much the truth. You're only as good as your last performance. Um, and a lot of people may like to say, "Oh, well, they have these great moments here," and but were they performing to the best of their ability in this last performance? Okay, that good performance that you're talking about, that was like a year ago. We're talking about this year and this week, yesterday. Were they performing to the best of their ability? No. Okay. Well, let's deduce why. Okay, and if there was a really bad issue, then we'll let it slide, and then move on to the next one. But to be honest, 5H has had more bad moments than good moments, in my opinion. In my opinion, they've had more messy moments on stage than really good moments, and it's sad to say, but it's kind of the truth, at least to me. Um, but I mean, it is what it is. No. Hold on. I'm trying to see all these comments because I wasn't also the. Yeah, see, yeah, you can't really blame, and a lot of people blame Sean a lot. I mean, I guess he's doing the best that he can for what he's given, and to be honest, I feel like they really wouldn't be ready for anybody who's a lot more hardcore. Like a lot of people saying, "Oh, they need Lorianne Gibson." First of all, they can't afford Lorianne Gibson. Secondly, they would probably be dead when she was done with them. I feel like "Don't Say You Love Me" is one of the songs that they performed the best because it involves, first of all, no dancing, and secondly, it's a good vocal track that really kind of, it's one of the only songs on the album that really display a good amount of vocals, um, that they could promote it as a single. And I feel like I do like "Don't Say You Love Me" over "He Like That." I feel like "He Like That" is so. Okay. Mm. I feel like that too. I feel like they could have done the shock value thing and come out with Angel as a single. I feel like Angel should have been a single and not Down. I don't know. Down went down the charts, and freaking Angel. But the fact that they never actually released Angel as a real single to me is where they went wrong. They should have gone, instead of being so scared that people weren't gonna like them and stuff. We've been calling for this Fifth Harmony for a long time, the Angel Fifth Harmony, but we only get to see it one time on the album. Lomax was put together for a while longer. It's poor comparison because the Lomax started as good as they are now. Technically speaking, 5H is really new. Not really. Not really. And you can't make that, you can't do that. Just because they came out before them doesn't make them automatically better. Look at Fourth Impact. Remember I did a video on Fourth Impact? They've been together for 16 years. And I put Fifth Harmony above them. From the few performances that I watched some on my own time, and I still wouldn't say that. I mean, their voices are decent, but all they've really got for going for them is the range. They're hard, you know. I wasn't really feeling them like that. But again, imagine 5H's first line is a foursome being. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. They need to get into Christian music. Oh, stop it. That's not. Look, the Angel again. Yeah, Angel should have been the single. I mean, we can all agree on that. No, I don't like Down either. The thing, but again, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. You still put on a good performance regardless of anything that's stacked against you. And this is what I keep on saying. Like, I mean, there are so many artists out here struggling with a whole bunch of crap and mess and stuff, money and support from their team, but you still get those artists who go on and put on a good performance for the fans. They don't get it. People don't get that concept. It's like, you're doing a job, so do it to the best of your ability. Regardless of, I don't care if they had to do the whole entire set a cappella, like, still do the best that you can and still put on a good performance. I don't care. You do the best with what you have, and to me it doesn't seem like they really are doing that a lot. You know, again, we get some good moments, but we get a lot of bad moments too, and Self-Titled is really not doing that well at all. It's, I mean, I don't even know where it is on the charts. Down, I don't know where Down, he liked that as Down somewhere. I don't know, I don't even see it in the top like 50. I don't know. It's nowhere to be found. And yet here we go with Havana is like number 5 on iTunes, and it's somewhere on Billboard. I don't know where it is right now on Billboard, but it's on Billboard. I don't know, but you know, it's not doing well because people not buying it. I mean, it's kind of true. But anyway, we're going to close this portion of the live stream down for right now until I get back. So yeah, this was a good one. Oh, we had a lot of people on today. I didn't even realize how many people there were up here. Thanks for watching me go off. And the thing is, again, I'm going to continue to support them in whatever they decide to do. Even if they decide to, you know, disband and go solo, I'm still going to support them. But if they really want to make a big impression, they need to kind of follow they need to follow kind of where they wanted to go, like artistically. And I feel like a lot of this album really did not have them involved. Even though they have some writing credits and stuff, I feel like a lot of the songs, I feel like they weren't even really written by them like that. I feel like they had some say in what goes in, but I feel like, you know, whatever writing team they had with them went in and changed a whole bunch of stuff up to fit them and whatever. And they wasted they wasted this, they wasted the self-titled for this album. They wasted it. Because now once you do a self-titled, you can't do another self-titled. You only have one chance to do a self-titled album. And they missed the mark with this one. Again, they missed the mark. But it is what it is. We're going to continue to talk a little bit more later. We didn't get on some of the other topics that I wanted to cover. The leak, we're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about the leak. The leak, you know, I was doing in quotes because we never know who's actually doing this stuff. Because apparently this thing came out. What was it? Oh God, now I forgot exactly what it was. But I'm gonna look on Twitter because somebody tweeted it for me. We're gonna talk about that. Why? See, this is a problem. Self-titled part. You can't do a self-titled part 2. That's just asking for trouble. They need to come out with Fifth Harmony Reloaded. Oh, actually, I would actually like that. 5HR. I would love that. I really hope the 5HR. Me too. I mean, I hope that they stay together for at least one more album, and really do it better. They can call it Land. I Hate You. I hate you, Alfie. I hate you. Land. I hate you so much. I didn't know that was even still a thing. Land. Killing me right now. Now, somebody. Right. So yeah, we're gonna talk about YouTube, like potentially or allegedly blocking a portion of the views that they've had on YouTube. We're going to talk about that later because that's something that I really wanted to talk about, but I have to go now. So I hope, well, some of you probably won't be back later, but I hope that a lot of you do tune in later because we're going to get a little bit more messy. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoys the next few hours without me. They should just release 12 remixes of Angel and call it an album. I hate you. Yeah. Okay. And we're going to talk a little bit more of R&B harmony. Anyway, ciao.